The Linux command line is a powerful tool. It lets you interact directly with your operating system. Shell scripting takes this power to the next level. A shell script is a sequence of commands. The shell executes these commands in order. They automate repetitive tasks. This saves time and reduces errors. Imagine logging into multiple servers. You need to check for updates on each one. This would be tedious to do manually. With a shell script, you can automate this process. The script can connect to each server. It can run the update command. It can even send you a report. Shell scripting is essential for system administrators. It's also valuable for developers and anyone who works with Linux regularly. By automating routine tasks, you can focus on more important work. You can improve your efficiency and productivity. Learning to write shell scripts is an investment. It will pay off in the long run. It will make you a more efficient and effective Linux user. Before you can start automating tasks, you need to understand the basics of shell scripting. Every shell script starts with a shebang. This tells the system which interpreter to use. The most common interpreter is bash. You specify it like this. After the shebang, you can write your commands. Each command goes on a new line. For example, to print "Hello World" to the terminal, you would use the command variables store values. You can use them later in your script. To define a variable, use the syntax. To access the value of a variable, prefix its name with a $sign. Comments in your scripts are important. They explain what your code does. Use the hash symbol to start a comment. Everything after the hash on that line will be ignored by the shell. Loops and conditional statements are powerful tools in shell scripting. They allow you to automate more complex tasks. Loops repeat a block of code multiple times. This is useful for processing lists of files or directories. The loop is a common loop in shell scripts. It iterates over a list of items. For each item, it executes the code within the loop. You can use the loop to perform an action on each file in a directory. Conditional statements execute code only if a certain condition is true. The statement is the most basic conditional statement. It checks if a condition is true. If it is, it executes the code within the block. You can combine loops and conditional statements. This creates powerful automation scripts. For example, you could use a loop to process files in a directory. You could use a statement to only process files that meet specific criteria. Once you have written your shell scripts, you can schedule them to run automatically. Cron is a time-based job scheduler in Linux. It allows you to schedule tasks to run at specific times. To schedule a cron job, you need to edit the crontab file. Each line in the crontab file represents a cron job. It specifies the schedule and the command to execute. You can use cron to schedule backups, system updates, or any other task you want to automate. Shell scripts are also useful for system monitoring. You can write scripts that check system resources. These resources include CPU usage, memory usage, and disk space. You can set up alerts to notify you if certain thresholds are exceeded. By combining shell scripting with cron and system monitoring tools, you can automate many aspects of system administration. This will free up your time. It will help ensure the smooth operation of your Linux systems.